6. Clear signs. You're an attractive older man. Most people notice it before you do. Let me tell you something that most men over 60 will never hear out loud. You might be more attractive now than you've ever been in your entire life. No, really. I'm not just saying that to pat you on the back. I'm telling you because I've lived long enough to see how this world works, and I've learned to recognize something most young folks still haven't figured out. True attractiveness doesn't fade with age, it sharpens. You see, when you're young, people are drawn to the surface. A smooth face, a full head of hair, a six-pack. That's what they think attraction is. But when you've got a few decades under your belt, everything changes. People don't just look at you, they feel you. You walk into a room, and even if you say nothing, your energy speaks. It says, "I've seen some things. I've earned my peace. I know who I am." And that, my friend, is powerful. You've lived. You've suffered. You've failed. You've succeeded. You've carried responsibilities that would crush a younger man. And every wrinkle, every gray hair, every slow and steady breath you take, it all tells a story. That story is what makes people respect you, trust you, and yes, be attracted to you. Now, don't get me wrong, attraction isn't just about romance or lust. At this age, it's deeper than that. It's about being a man that others feel safe around. A man whose eyes say, "You don't have to impress me, I understand." A man who listens more than he talks, who dresses like he respects himself, and who doesn't chase attention because he knows his worth. You'd be surprised how many people are watching you and quietly admiring who you've become. Not for who you used to be, but for who you are now. The world doesn't hand out compliments to older men. It rarely stops to appreciate the depth of who you've become. But I'm here to tell you, if you feel invisible, you're not. You're just finally becoming so solid, so grounded, so real, that only the real ones can see you. So if you've ever wondered whether you've still got it, I'm here to answer that. Not only do you still have it, you've got more than ever. Stick with me and I'll show you the 6 clear signs that prove just how attractive you really are right now, in this exact season of your life. Sign 1. Your presence commands respect without you saying a word. One of the most powerful signs you're an attractive older man isn't something you can see in the mirror. It's the energy you carry, your presence. Over the years, you've developed a silent confidence that doesn't need to shout or boast. It simply is. When you walk into a room, people notice. Not because you're loud or flashy, but because you hold yourself with a quiet authority earned through experience. Think about it. Younger men might try to prove themselves by talking fast or dressing loud, but you don't have to. Your posture, your steady gaze, your calm demeanor, they all say, "I've been through a lot, and I'm still here." That kind of presence commands respect naturally. It's magnetic. It draws people in without effort. This respect isn't born from fear or intimidation. It's born from knowing who you are and what you've lived through. People sense that you're steady, reliable, someone they can count on. And that reliability, that steadiness, is a rare kind of attractiveness. It's not about looking good in a suit. It's about feeling solid in your own skin. You don't need to announce your achievements or remind anyone of your wisdom. It shows. And that's why your presence alone is a clear sign that you're an attractive older man. Sign 2. You've mastered the art of listening over talking. When you were younger, maybe you felt the need to fill every silence with words, to be the loudest voice in the room. But age teaches a different lesson. It teaches that real power lies in listening. This is one of the most attractive qualities you can develop. People, especially women, are drawn to a man who listens not just with his ears, but with his heart. Someone who doesn't rush to judge or interrupt, but takes a moment to understand. You've learned to pause, reflect, and respond thoughtfully. That emotional maturity is rare and precious. Younger people often don't have the patience or wisdom to really listen, but you do. And that makes you magnetic. There's a comfort in being around a man who truly hears you, who validates your feelings without trying to fix everything. That emotional connection, That depth of understanding makes you stand out more than any flashy accessory or trendy haircut ever could. So if you find people leaning in when you speak, it's because you've mastered something far more attractive than words: the power of silence and genuine attention. Sign 3. You age with purpose, not regret. Now here's something that really sets you apart from the crowd: your sense of purpose. When you're young, it's easy to get caught up in what you don't have or what you've lost. But as an older man, attraction comes from the way you carry your life's meaning forward. You don't waste energy dwelling on regrets or what could have been. Instead, you focus on what still matters: your goals, your passions, your legacy. This sense of purpose is magnetic. It shows that you're still growing, still pushing forward, still relevant. It doesn't matter if you're 70, 75 or beyond. The world respects a man who knows where he's headed and why. Women, especially, find this incredibly attractive because it signals strength, confidence, and emotional stability. You might not be chasing wild dreams anymore, but you've got something better: a steady flame that burns with intention. This fire lights up everything you do and everyone you meet, and that's not just attractive, it's inspiring. So if you feel like you're still searching for meaning, remember this: the very fact you're still looking means you haven't given up. And that hunger to live with purpose, that's one of the clearest signs you're an attractive older man. Sign 4. You dress with quiet confidence. Let me tell you something about style. It's never been just about clothes. For older men, it's about how you respect yourself enough to show up the right way. You don't need to chase every new trend or wear flashy brands to be attractive. What matters is that you dress with intention, with care, and with confidence. You know what fits you, what makes you feel good, and you wear it proudly. That simple confidence makes a bigger impression than any expensive suit or fancy watch. It says, "I take care of myself. I'm worth the effort." Your style is an extension of your self-respect. It shows that you value your image, not for vanity, but because you know that how you present yourself affects how you feel and how others perceive you. When you walk into a room, your clothes don't scream for attention. They quietly speak volumes about the man you are. And believe me, that quiet confidence, it's incredibly attractive. So keep it simple, keep it true to you, and remember, your style is a reflection of your soul. Dress like the man you've become, and others will notice. Sign 5. Younger people seek your advice, not just your approval. One of the most powerful signs that you're an attractive older man is the way younger generations gravitate toward you, not because they want your approval, but because they respect your wisdom. You've lived through the ups and downs they're just beginning to face. Your experience is a roadmap, a beacon that guides them through uncertain times. This isn't about showing off or proving you're the boss. It's about genuinely sharing what you've learned without ego, without judgment. When you offer advice, it carries weight because it's grounded in reality, not theory. People sense that you've been there, that you understand the struggles beneath the surface. Attraction at this age often takes the form of influence. You become a mentor, a guide, someone who lifts others up simply by sharing your story and your lessons. And that influence is magnetic. It shows you're secure enough to help others grow without feeling threatened. If you notice younger people coming to you for counsel or simply sitting quietly to listen when you speak, that's a clear sign you've become someone they admire. And that kind of respect is one of the most attractive qualities any man can have. Sign 6. Women feel safe, seen, and understood around you. Attractiveness at our age isn't just about looks or charm. It's about the emotional space you create for others. When women, and people in general, feel safe around you, that's a powerful form of attraction. You've learned over the years that being attractive means being solid and steady. It means offering understanding without rushing to fix everything. When a woman can be herself around you, laugh with you, share her worries without fear of judgment, that's rare. It's golden. You don't need to be flashy or loud to draw people in. Your value comes from being someone who truly sees others, who listens deeply, who makes them feel understood. That kind of presence is like a magnet for connection. So if you find women gravitating to your calm energy, opening up to you, or simply enjoying your company without pretense, know this: you've tapped into one of the most profound and irresistible forms of attractiveness. You're not just a man with a past, you're a man who offers peace, trust, and genuine connection. And in a world full of noise, that's more attractive than any youth or beauty ever was. Conclusion. As we wrap this up, I want you to remember something important. Attractiveness doesn't disappear with age, it transforms. It shifts from superficial looks to something much deeper, richer, and far more powerful. You've earned a kind of appeal that no youthful good looks can match. It's the appeal of wisdom, strength, and quiet confidence. If you've ever doubted your value or wondered if you still have it, I'm here to tell you, this is your time. The years behind you have built a foundation of presence, purpose, and genuine connection that draws people in naturally. You don't have to prove anything anymore. Your life itself is the proof. You are an attractive older man because you carry yourself with respect, because you listen more than you speak, because you live with purpose and style that suits who you really are, because younger generations seek your advice, and because women feel safe and seen when they're around you. So stand tall, walk with the calm confidence that comes from knowing your worth. Celebrate the man you've become, not just the man you were. Because this stage of life, it's not the end of your story, it's the peak of your power and your charm. You're more attractive than you realize, and now it's time you believed it.